Hello friends, my name is Naveen and welcome to Data in Videos channel. So today we're gonna learn the basics of MS Excel. In this tutorial I will show you the most of the basics for using MS Excel. So let's start. Hi friends, welcome back. So when we click on the Excel workbook, we found some templates are there, blank template are there. Take a tour of Excel template are there. So third one is my cash flow analysis template, and then there's a template of stock analysis and sales invoice template, family budget template are there, but we will start from a blank template. So click on the blank template and start. So these are the tabs. Okay, multiple tabs are there in on Excel layout. So we need to understand about the Excel layout. Like there is a home, insert, page layout. They are showing in the top, on the top of the Excel sheet, and this is called ribbon. Under each tab there is a ribbon. Okay, and under ribbon there are the groups. Each ribbon is divided into groups. We have a themes group, page layout group, and I get that ribbon by clicking on the page layout tab. If you notice in the corner of some of these groups there is a launch button. So the scale to fit group has a little launch button in the corner. The sheet options group has a little launch button in the corner. So what is launch button? Let's understand it. So what Microsoft has done here, they are tried to filter all the page layout options on this ribbon. But of course there is a limited amount of space, so that's why we have launch button for more options for the ribbon. Let's get forward. This is the actual sheet and it made from columns and rows. So you can see where we have a column A, column B, column C, etc. And if you browse to the right, you can see even more than that. Now what about rows? We have row number 1, number 2, number 3 and many more. So now we understand about the rows and columns. The intersection of a rows and columns are called cell. So when you click anywhere in Excel, each cell has a name. Just like when we click here, we get C2, and now I got it's M9, and this is I16. So after rows and columns and cell, the next part is range. Range is a group of cells that are together. A range could be this, it could be this, it could be this, and many more. It's basically a group of cells that are next to each other that are together. Range can also be named like just cells. So this is named like L7. Like the name of this range is L7 through N12. So the first cell starts from L7 and the selected range ends on L12. So the name of this range is L7 through N12. Okay. Now I am click on A1 and enter some data, just as an example. Let's create an inventory of a movie collection. So you can enter that data by your own, and this could be anything. This could be daily expenses or name of your business. So I am putting little here and little tighter over here. So if you notice, my text is bigger than that cell itself. It goes out of the cell into right, and see the data of A1. It looks like these words movie inventory are spilling over from A1 to B1, but in reality It's not true. Both of these words are stored in A1. Let me show you. If I click on B1, I can type in B1, and when I press enter, you will notice that movie inventory is still stored in A1. So they don't interact with each other. So no need to worry if your text is too wide or big. It will always store in a particular cell. Now we can fix it to look a little nicer. I can stretch out any column or even any row if I want to by just putting my mouse between any two column letters. So this is column A and column B. Put my mouse between the two, right on the line, and you will see that my mouse cursor change into a double-sided arrow. Now we can fix it to look a little nicer. I can stretch out any column or even any row if I want to by just putting my mouse between any two columns letter. Now it's look fine. Whenever we enter anything in any cell and hit enter, the cursor automatically move down. In Excel, whenever we hit enter, the cursor automatically move down. Then hold the shift and press enter. The cursor will move up. So down. Now what if you want to move right? Suppose I want to write something in B1. I would press tab. Tab means you to the right. You can use arrow keys also. So I can write more text there and again tab to enter more text there again. But what if you want to move left? You should hold shift and press tab. You can also move on Excel sheet by arrow keys up, down, left or right, and you can use your mouse to go anywhere on the sheet, but I prefer or suggest you to use keyboard instead of mouse. Let's move ahead on our data set and type the title on it. Then date purchase, then rating, value, genre and location. The title would be Star Wars. Date is 2007. Give me a minute. My keyboard's hanging. Just a minute. The title will be Star Wars. Date is 2007. Rating is PG. Value like 5. Genre is science and fiction. Location is living room. So it's an example of data entry. How you can enter data in spreadsheet. Let's put the second record in the cell and fill all the information about this. On this point, you can see I misspelled the spelling of the word empire. If I click on the cell A4 to fix it, as soon as I types on the cell, it erases. The reason is because when I click on that cell, anything that you type replaces what is there already. So there is a difference I am telling about, like being on a cell or being in a cell. Both are different things. To get in a cell, you have to double click on it. See, now cursor is flashing in the cell. Now I can use arrow keys to move the cursor in the cell. Click twice on it and fix the misspelling word and press enter. Excel is all about details, and these little details will increase your knowledge about Excel. As I have 10 years experience in Excel, so please stick with me and keep watching the videos. Give me few minutes to put some more records into it and then resume the tutorial. So I have updated some movies here and some related records of all movies. Now we will make it little better in looks. So what we do now, first of all, here at the top I will adjust the title of the spreadsheet. Title of data records should be stand out and it should be eye catcher. So I click on home tab, and in home ribbon I will click on bold to give it a bold look. Now it will stand out. Also, we can fill the color in the background from this option. You can choose any color from your own choice. I am not changing any. I'm not choosing any color now. You can also change the color of the text. Same like background color option. We also make it italic or underline. It will help text to stand out. One more thing we can do is click on A1 and drag until the top of the last data set. So I covered the whole data set. Now on the home tab, so I covered the whole data set. Now on the home tab, there is a button called merge and center. While I clicked on it, merge all cells together. Now it's become one cell. Merge and center helps us to break the walls of all cells and make one big cell. Another thing is text is not quite fit in the cell, so I would go up here to the top and click on drag to make everything fit. Also we can do it by shortcut. Just go to the top of between any cell and double click there, and it will automatically size the column so that all of the text will fit. We can do it for date purchase column and for dating and so on. Also we have one more option of it. Instead of double click between every single column, select all the data records to the end and double click between any two columns. Now it will automatically resize every column. It shows perfectly sized in each cell. So here our data is ready and it looks better than before. So what we learned today? We learn about Excel templates. We learn about layout, about ribbons, tabs, groups, columns, rows, cells, ranges, how to enter records in a data set, text to fit of a cell, merge and center. So all of this makes you the good foundation to learn the basics of Excel. In next video I will show you some more tips and tricks of Excel. Keep subscribed my channel. Thank you.